Hi, Armin.
Hi.
Hi. A State of Trance 600. Can you tell what have been the developments over the years in trance music? If you think back about all your editions.
If I think back about the developments of trance music since 2001, well, first of all, the big change is the way we produce trance. You can clearly see that when I started the radio show, everything was being produced outside the box. You had a big mixer and all the analog gear and a big sequencer, and everything right now is being produced in one computer, usually. So the technique in which we make trance music has changed drastically, which has obviously changed the sound a little bit. The tracks right now sound a lot more in the box, you know. It sounds a lot more processed, a lot more compression. There's a lot of influence from electro records. You hear a lot of electro bass lines, minimal percussion. But what I like about trance music is that there's still a few elements like, you know, it's euphoric, it's uplifting, it's energetic. Those elements are usually in a trance record. And also I want to give a big respect to all the trance producers, because out of all the genres of music, it's one of the genres that really managed to develop a sound. If you listen to a trance record right now, you compare it to the end of the 90s or when I started the radio show, the records sound different, but the energy is still there. I think the production now is a lot better because the impact on the dance floor is a lot bigger. So I really want to give credit to the trance producers for that, because they've managed to keep an open mind to all the genres out there. Whereas as you listen to other music genres like techno or house, of course these genres have progressed, but they haven't been looking to other genres. So trance music has been able to develop because of the open mind of a lot of young producers.
What are you going to do with the State of Trance 600 edition?
State of Trance 600, we're going to do another world tour. We're going to do 6+1 massive parties around the world, sort of what we did with State of Trance 500, but bigger. I made a big point of trying to do a few new cities. We're going to start the tour on February 14th. It's still a secret where we're going to do that, but the first big one is going to be in Mexico City on February 16th. So that's going to be pretty nice. Then we're also going to go to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia for the first time. Really proud and happy we're going to go there. Sao Paulo, that's going to be pretty interesting to go there. Beirut, we've never been to Beirut with the State of Trance, so that's going to be pretty cool. Den Bosch, I've also announced Miami and Belarus, and in the next couple of weeks on the radio show I will announce a few more cities where we're going to go. So it's going to be a pretty massive tour, but only in less than 2 months. So we're going to start on February 14th, 2013, and we're going to go to April 6th, 2013, right here in the Netherlands for the biggest closing.
And how did you pick these cities?
I picked these cities, well, of course, based on the campaigning from the fans. But I have to say something to the fans. Unfortunately, we cannot go to all the cities that people have been campaigning for. And this hurts a little bit, because if you ask me, I would go to every city, you know. But it's not only the campaigning that we've been looking at. Of course, it definitely prioritized our investigation, but we depend on a good location. And this is usually the biggest problem, because I don't want to do an outdoor gig, because we do the live broadcast. So if it starts raining, we have a problem with the live broadcast. So this is a very, very big problem, because in many locations, there's not a really suitable venue for an indoor event. Second, we need to have a good feeling that we can work with a local promoter, and that the promoter, we feel that the promoter can handle such a big event. You know, if we do a State of Trance event somewhere and somebody charges $200 at the door, I don't really want to do it. I want to be able to have a good party, good event, good production, you know, really nice sound, really nice production, and not too much money for the people, you know, because for me this is important. And so for some promoters it's just too expensive. They cannot have the production, scale of production that we have. And I think with the State of Trance we have a certain standard of, you know, what we want to give to the people. So at the end of the day, unfortunately some cities we couldn't go to because with the promoter just wanted to ask the visitor too much money, or couldn't find a sponsor to help him sponsor the event. So this is what we look at.